Right here, a recent meeting at La République du Cameroon's Unity Palace has exposed deep division within Cameroon's Catholic Church. Senior bishops have abandoned their spiritual roles to serve a corrupt regime. While the church leaders claim their visit was a non-partisan effort for peace, the move is being widely condemned as a sellout to a government guilty of years of injustice, including the ongoing war in Ambazonia. In August 13, some Catholic bishops visit the BIA's presidency, and this visit has ignited a firestorm of controversy. The meeting, arranged by Ferdinand Ngo, the Secretary General in neighboring La République du Cameroon's presidency, is viewed by many as a calculated political stunt to legitimize a 92-year-old Paul Biya's bid for an eighth term. This perception is exacerbated by the fact that many of the same bishops had previously issued scathing critiques of the electoral process and the government's widespread corruption. Unfortunately, Archbishop Andrew Nke, the president of the NEC, has positioned himself as a key figure in this political collaboration. Now, while in an interview, he insists that the church is apolitical and that his visit was to work for peace. His rhetoric is seen as a thinly veiled endorsement of a regime that has shown little or no regard for justice. To critics, his comments about the need for peace before, during, and after the elections are interpreted as a concession to the colonial government's demands, prioritizing political stability over a fight for fundamental human rights. We see that the hypocrisy is further highlighted by the stark reality of the Ambazonian war. The violence in the Savannah zone, the Midland zone, and the Atlantic zones have displaced millions and resulted in numerous deaths, as we get to see almost all the time when we gather again, coming live on the show. But right here, for a bishop for one of these zones to engage with the very oppressive government responsible for the brutality rather than demanding justice for his suffering people is considered a profound betrayal. Now, reacting to the recent visit, Ambazonians have called this a tuning for future of moral authority, transforming the supposed guidance of our spirituality into an instrument of a kleptocracy. In neighboring French Cameroon, power is known to be concentrated in a few hands, with an incompetent president who rarely makes public appearances. The bishop's decision to meet his secretary general rather than the president himself is an intriguing detail. As a French Cameroonian critic points out, of all those who met there, who has the mandate of Cameroonians? I would have validated it if you had gone to meet the president himself. Now, this sentiment comes as a confirmation to the belief that the bishops were used as pawns in the colonial French Cameroon's political game, meeting with officials who hold no real power and who are simply carrying out the wishes of the collapsing regime. The public backlash against the bishops is fierce, and the disappointment is evident over the silence and complicity of the clergy, whom many have seen as a felony. Now, looking at the church's history, we know that the church's historical role as a moral compass has been sacrificed for a seat at the table with the very people accused of being extortioners, executioners of the people's wills. When the spiritual leaders of a nation choose to align with those in power, they risk losing the trust of the very people they are meant to serve. We've been having this development, but then let's take a look at this video.
A toujours eu une bonne relation entre l'Église et l'État. C'est pour ça que nous sommes venus. Comme vous constatez vous-même, l'Église comme telle n'est pas partisane. Mais chaque chrétien qui est citoyen a droit d'exercer son droit politique. Et c'est pour ça que nous sommes venus concerter avec le ministre d'État, secrétaire général à la présidence, pour voir comment on peut faire ensemble, comme pays, pour avoir la paix avant, pendant et après les élections prochaines.
Okay, well, that is Bishop Inkia right there, giving us his statement and perspectives as regarding these. But then we don't understand that there's this myth in Africa where we believe that religion is being used as a tool for political campaign. But in this case, having to see bishops, having to see our spiritual guides and leaders getting involved into politics, what are your thoughts? What do you think about this thing? Are they genuine? Are they trying to buy the people's vote? Are they trying to see if they could get support from the spiritual leaders?